Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and thank you for coming on and joining Cooper's Thai Adventures, a live stream with myself and Mr. Brooke Snyder. Welcome back, Mr. Snyder. And today I've got a couple topics. Sorry, let me get my tongue correct in my mouth here. That I'd like to talk to you about. And the first, the second topic I'll talk about a bit later in the live stream is changes to the DTV visa rules to make it easier for those that want to come to Thailand. The first one I want to talk to you about is the actual title, Trials and Tribulations from Pattaya. And only a select very few close friends know about this. I've kept it under wraps. I've tried not to talk about it on the live streams. And it's all happened last week to me. And what happened was Thursday night, my time, my mom was in hospital. And basically, she was on death's door, folks. And all of you know, I've been planning on taking my mom and my sister, Julie, on our cruise next month. And she was in hospital, and her kidneys almost stopped working completely. They were down to less than 16% functionality.
It's trouble.
And I'd stayed awake till 4 o'clock in the morning. This was going on for like 24 hours, touch and go, touch and go. Do I fly out to Arizona? Do I get an emergency visa for Darlene to fly over to the States? She's never even been to the States, folks. Something I plan on doing in the future, taking her one time, at least in my life, to show her America. And anyways, she was rushed into the hospital by my sister Tracy, and because she was having bad stomach pains, real bad stomach pains. And I'd spoke to her the day before on the phone. I speak to my mom regularly, folks. Very, very close relationship with my mom and dad. My dad passed almost 8 years ago. And anyways, and then we lost my sister, Donna, last year, a couple months ago. Now she's passed. And now it seemed like it was my mom that was likely to pass away. And she got rushed into the hospital. And they found ulcers in her throat. They put a camera down there and found ulcers in her throat. And she was unable to drink and eat because she was just bringing it back up. And her kidney became dehydrated. Well, she had always said to us that when her time comes, she don't want to be going out connected to machines on life support machines and stuff like that. She wanted to go out, on her feet, so to speak. And she wanted to be strong, and not prolong the agony.
How old's mom?
Mom's 84.
84. Wow. Good
84
age.
years old. And she didn't want to prolong the agony. And we all respect mom's wishes. Everybody should choose how they go. I wouldn't want it either. And anyways, they said to her they need to do kidney dialysis. And she was adamant. She doesn't want it. She doesn't want it. I'm not doing it.
Don't do that. It's Gary, game over.
Well, anyways, her kidneys function got below 16%, which is automatic dialysis. And my mom said, no, I'm not doing it. She was adamant she's not doing it. And my brother, Petey, spoke to my mom and the doctor, and then spoke to the doctor outside the room in the hallway. And he said, look, our mom wants to wait until Monday. All right. She's going to think about it over the weekend. She wants to wait till Monday to make a decision whether she does dialysis or not. Yeah. So we got her from adamantly no to on the fence. And the doctor turned around and said, she'll be dead in 48 hours if she doesn't do it.
Mm.
With that, my brother went straight back in the room and said, Mom, you need to do this. And you got to make a decision now. If you don't want to do it, we'll respect it, but you need to do it. My mom said to him, look, I'm not willing to make that decision now. I told you I'll make it on Monday. He says, Mom, if you don't make it now, you won't be here on Monday. It's that bad. So, anyways, make a long story short, she became incoherent. I was speaking to my brother on the phone in the hospital, and he put the camera to Mom, and she was basically calling out people and pets that were no longer with us. You know, she said she was calling out the name Bianca. Bianca was a dog, a German Shepherd we had when I was 13 years old, no longer with us, you know, asking for the dog to come here. You know, she was asking, you know, saying that she's going to have a party tonight, and that, you know, a certain person was going to be coming that nobody spoke to for over 20 years, you know. So, so my brother had power of attorney, and he made the decision to do it because she was incoherent. He made the decision to put the catheter in her vein, and they put it in her artery in her neck
for the dialysis.
Because she was just speaking gibberish. You know, it was that bad. And anyways, they did 2 treatments of dialysis. And I spoke to her again on Sunday. And she had her functionality back. Her brain was working again. Because you get poisoning, you know, and it affects the brain. And anyways, I asked her how she felt. Does she want to stop it? Does she want it taken out? You know, well, what are her wishes? Whatever it is, now she's got her functionality back. We'll respect it. And she said the doctor advised her to do 3 days this week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then 3 days next week on dialysis, and to see how it goes. And she said she's willing to do the 2 weeks, but then she'll reconsider it at the end of 2 weeks, whether she wants to do it anymore or not. Then yesterday, what had happened was I spoke to my sister, Julie, and Julie had said that my mom's spirits were back up, you know, and she was laughing and joking with the nurses and the doctors. And her kidney functions had gone from 16% to 18%.
Well, that's going the right direction.
Yeah. And my mom said to me, whatever you do, son, do not cancel that cruise ship next month. I am coming with you. Hell or high water. I'm not missing it.
Good.
And I said, I don't give a damn about the cruise ship. I give more of a damn about you. You know, I'm jumping on a plane. I'm coming over. And Darlene and I are coming over. And she was like, no, I got some good news for you. It's at 18% now. And the ulcers that she had in her throat, they're giving her medication and treatment for that. And she's now able to eat and drink a bit. So, and they put her on plenty of liquids through IV and everything else. So her kidneys are getting rehydrated. And the doctors are fairly confident that after two more treatments, 2 more weeks of treatment of dialysis, that'll help her kidney functions restore quicker, and that she will no longer need dialysis. The goal is to get her above 20% kidney function, and then she will be okay to go on the
Kind of
cruise
wean
ship.
off that dialysis.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some people have to go on that for life.
Well, my brother Petey's been on it for 10 years.
Wow.
10 years.
Maybe it's something hereditary then, you know?
Well, my brother Petey's adopted.
Oh,
Quite a lot of
okay,
the
wow.
children are adopted.
Yeah.
My mom and dad were great that way. They fostered several children when they were babies and fell in love with them and adopted them. And Petey was one of them. And he's got a heart of gold. That Petey, he's really, really good kid. Well, he's not a kid; he's an adult. But he's got a heart of gold. Everybody's been keeping me up to date, and I wanted to talk to you all about this. Why am I putting this out there? Because it's good to talk. It's good to talk about your feelings. It's good to talk about your stresses and your trials and tribulations while you're out here retired. There will be incidences like this where you may lose a close friend or close family member while you're out here. And when my dad died, I didn't fly back for the funeral. I was in Kuwait at the time, and I didn't fly back for the funeral. A lot of the family hated me for it, that I didn't fly back. And I couldn't do it, Brooke. I really couldn't. I spoke to my mom and I told her why I couldn't do it. I said, my dad was my best friend. He was a fantastic father. I can't fault him. And the reason I couldn't do it is I didn't want to see him as a shell. I wanted to remember him strong, and I just didn't want to see him like that. That would have been too hard for me to do. And I said to my mom at the time, I said, look, I said, when you go, I said, I'm not coming to your funeral either. I said, if there's time for me to come over and see you before you go, I'll be on the plane. Don't you worry about that. I said, but if it's sudden, I said, I'm not going to come over for the funeral. She says, I don't blame you. She says, it was soul destroying for me to see your father when he died. He died at home on hospice.
Mm.
And he was incoherent as well. It was a hard time for the whole family. But whether you all think I was right or wrong, and not going to see my father's funeral, that's up to you guys. But me personally, I couldn't take it.
Every situation's specific,
Yeah.
unique. So that's but I think the point is trials and tribulations. These come out of the blue.
Yes.
Nothing's planned for. Oh, we got cruises booked here, and God's up there laughing at us making these plans because what if? So but hopefully things work out for you. It sounds like mom's on the mend. What you said about her telling you, don't you cancel that cruise, son.
Yeah.
That's actually a good sign because now she's fighting to get on that cruise ship.
Yeah.
And
she wants one last holiday.
One last cruise, and hey,
Yeah.
she'll be with her boily, and well, that's a good sign. So, but these things can pop up anytime, and regardless of wealth, age, status, where you are on the planet, maybe it's something you can't plan for, but have in the back of your mind. And one thing I do believe in is tell family what your wishes are, like mom did.
Yes.
So they're kind of prepared as to hey, what if this did happen? It might be 10 years down the road, 5 years, 25 years, but at least they've been told in advance, hey, these are my wishes should something happen. In my case, hey, wherever I am on the planet, get me cremated. That's all I care about. I don't need a big wake or get together. Just spread the ashes somewhere. So, anyways, my family knows that, so that's good.
Yeah, my dad was cremated. That's what he wanted. My mom wants the same thing. I've told Darlene I want the same thing. You know, I don't want to be buried. Why don't I want to be buried? I think it's too expensive.
True.
I'd rather be cremated and, you know, uh, my family members that want some of my ashes to keep them for memorial, to remember me by, they can have them. Share them out is what I told Darlene. Said, don't spend all that money on an expensive funeral. I really don't want to.
Sure.
Yeah. So I have let Darlene know what my wishes are. And she said, where do you want me to put your ashes? I said, wherever you want. I said, it's up to you. I said, if you want to keep them, I said, I'd like you to, put them in the ocean, put some in the ocean for me. I've always been an ocean boy, since I was a young nipper. I've loved the ocean. I've scuba dived, I've surfed, um, yeah, I love the ocean. So I said, put some of my remains in the ocean, and I'd be happy. You know, and that is today's first topic. So thank you for those that have been in the know, that have been supporting me, Mr. Brooke Snyder, especially you, and a couple others. Tony Montana has been good in supporting me, and also Alpha Romeo. I kept it very close knit. I know I've got a lot more friends than that, but I really didn't want it out.
Sure.
Because I was expecting to be in Arizona right now. Had she not started making this recovery, I would have been on the flight straight over. My mom's like, no, you're going to see me next month anyways. It's going good. It looks like I'm going to make a recovery. Don't waste your money, son.
Good hands, VA,
Yeah.
I think, in the States. Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
So
top care.
Yeah. We're just going to say a quick couple hellos, and then I'll get into the second topic, the good news about the DTV visa, because they've made changes to it for 2025, and we'll go through all that in just a few minutes. Say a couple quick hellos, and we'll get into it.
Tony Montana, good morning. Cooper, Brooke, Darlene, and Jackie. Hope all is well. It is.
And thank you, Tony. Much appreciated.
Ford Dog, we met him at the meet and greet. Good morning, Mr. Coop, Mr. Schneider, from a tasty buffet at a hotel near Bangkok Airport. Heading back to the U.S. in the morning. Had a great time all over Thailand. Just want to thank everyone I met, and great advice.
And thank you, Mr. Ford. Great to meet you too.
You liked it here. Scotty Richmond from California. Good morning, CBD, and hello to everyone else on the live stream.
Hello, Scotty.
Scotty's getting ready. He's closer. Daniel Hall, Danny Vega, I am scared. What's that title like that?
Well, it's got a happy ending there, Daniel. It looks like my mom's going to pull through, but it was touch and go all weekend. And I was like, damn, I wish the American Embassy was open on the weekend so I can get Darlene's visa and we can go. I can get an emergency travel document, because my sister was going to send me the paperwork via email from the hospital, and they would have got it for her like that. Yeah.
I think, Danny, the thing is, none of us, we can't research this topic. You go, okay, I've got this plan in life, and I got this plan in Thailand, and I got this to do. These things pop up unexpectedly. You don't probably, most people are not set on that, nor do they dwell on it, nor should they. But it's important, I think, to notify what are your wishes, where's your will, who's your executor. Have these things in place. It makes a lot easier for family down the road to do what's required. Then I've met people here retired, they don't even have their will.
Yeah.
You want the government to get all your assets, I suppose, or probate. So yeah, it's important. It's not a topic that, hey, everyone's excited to talk about, but it is something you should do once, get it done, and have your wishes stated somewhere. So
exactly. Yeah.
Dr. Carlo, greetings from Guatemala.
Hello, Dr. Carlo.
Wow, South America or Central America, I guess. Tony Montana, Ford Dog, take care.
Yeah, they met each other at the meet and greet.
Yep. Greg Smiths, good morning, everyone.
And good morning to you too, Greg.
Tim P, good morning, evening, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene. Finally, I'm not crawling out of bed at 7 a.m. to catch the live stream.
No, it's
we're
8.
An hour later. Hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Make Darlene smile. Lost Boy, good morning, friends.
And good morning to you. And thank you for being a channel member. That's why you have the badge next to your name. You're supporting the channel for only $2 a month. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Heath McDaniel, good evening, good morning.
Good morning to you too, Heath. Evening to you, morning to us.
Ford Dog, I traveled all over. I could bolt, train, plane. This place has something for everyone. It is what you make of it, so easy to move around, and these videos help tremendously. Oh, thank you for that. Have a great stream. Thanks again.
And thank you, Ford. That's what we try and do on here is put information out to make your travels and retirement in Thailand that much easier.
A lot of people love the traveling. You know, the Chiang Mai seems to be a routine. I think Krabi's on the list. Hua Hin's on the list. Udon Thani even sometimes. They like seeing different parts of Thailand, guys.
Yeah.
Daniel Hall, oh, sorry to hear about your mom.
Yeah, thank you, Daniel. Much appreciated.
Ford Dog, thanks, Tony. Lost Boy, my sister's name is Tracy, too.
Oh, small world.
Yeah.
Your sister's name is Tracy, too.
There you go. Dr. Carlo, dialysis is 3 times a week.
Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. She's got to do it.
We got a doc on here. Philip Hunt, good morning, CBD. Sorry to hear about mom. My beautiful mom is 82, good age, and has been sick, the last 2 weeks. And I've been taking her to the doctors a lot. Leaving her and moving to Thailand is hard.
It is.
I'm sure she'd want you to get on with your life, but do what you can for mama.
Yeah. And if she can travel, Philip, bring her over here. You know, bring her for a visit. Life is short, you know. It passes you by in a blink of an eye. And my mom's been to Thailand 5 times. She absolutely loves it. And hopefully she's going to come stay with us for a couple of weeks.
Wow, wouldn't that be?
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But right now, we're just only planning for the cruise, even though I got her a plane ticket from Portugal, where the cruise ship ends, to come here. I'm not bothered if I lose some money for that. It doesn't matter,
well,
you know.
Probably.
Yeah. So I'm more, you know, grateful that I'll be able to spend some time with her.
True that. Option trader Cooper, something to consider. Darlene can receive your Social Security when she turns 62.
Yes, she
can.
If
she lives in the USA for the required number of years, or if she is a U.S. citizen.
That's something that we're going to be looking into.
Pursuing.
Yes.
Okay.
That's something we're going to be pursuing. I want to get her green card and then her U.S. citizenship.
I think, what is it, 10 years you got to live there to collect that? Benefits, I mean?
No, I don't know the actual length
You'd
of time.
You'd have to research that.
If she becomes a U.S. citizen, which we are planning to do, then she'll get it automatically.
Whoa, that's a bonus.
Yeah.
Ray Nathan, speedy recovery. We will keep you all in our prayers.
Thank you for that, Nathan.
Kim P. Coop, my best for your mother and also for your family. These are tough times for you. I lost my mother 6 months ago. It still hurts.
Yeah. I think boys have a very, very close bond with their mother, much more than they do with their father. Because she gave birth to you. You know, there's that emotional attachment. And I know several subscribers that have lost both their parents, you know, such as yourself. And they said it affected them more when their mom passed than when their father passed. How did you find it?
I kind of knew it was coming. She had a brain tumor, my mom did. So, but I have very, very fond memories. You know, after the diagnosis, you know, pretty well given 6 months max. I said, okay, mama, you're moving in with us. We had, you know, had a house that was adequate. And so we laughed and carried on every day when she was there, danced every day. And, you know, so those are the memories I have. And, you know, when you kind of know it's coming, it's not like it's sudden out of the blue, which would have been harder, I think, for people. You know, a lot of times that is what happens. But no, my case was fine. And everyone knew mom's wishes to be cremated, which happened. And yeah, so it's all part of life and life goes on. And I told mama, I says, well, mom, get ready. You're on to your next big adventure. Yeah. You know, and she laughed. Yes, son. So that was it.
Great that you were able to spend that time with her.
Yes, yeah, that was fortunate. Rain Nathan, I lost my mother in December. It hurts. We have to go through this. Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone does.
We do, unfortunately.
Daniel Hall, Danny Vega, yes, thanks for sharing. We'll pray for her and hope she's okay and makes it through.
And thank you, Daniel. Much appreciated.
Tony Montana, Cooper, God is watching over your mom. She will pull through this. I've been praying for your mom. Thank you, Tony.
And thank you, Tony. Much appreciated, brother.
Tony Montana. Heath McDaniel, that's the reason I have left yet. My dad's 77. I'm 46. Only us two are taking care of my 94-year-old grandmother, keeping her out of a nursing home. Yeah. Nursing homes, I don't know. Maybe here they're better, but the West, they're, you know, unless you're in the very, very top end ones for thousands of dollars a month, it's.
Well, my mom said she never wants to go to nursing home.
I think most.
She said if it comes to that, just pull the plug.
Right.
Yeah.
Rodney, hello, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke. I'd like to send prayers for your mom and family. Thank you, Rodney.
Thank you, Rodney. Much appreciated. Right. I'm going to end it there, and we're going to get on to the next topic. I thank everybody for your support, and I will read out your comments. The next topic I'd really like to get into. And before I do, I got a shout out to give Ernie, bought us 3 copies. I didn't bring this up to get copies, but thank you, Ernie. God bless you, brother. He says, good morning from Oklahoma City. Thanks for all you do. And thank you, Ernie. So the next topic that I want to discuss with you all is in regard to the new, revised DTV visa. Okay. So what's happening with the DTV visa? All right, so we'll go over a brief overview, and then I'll talk to you about the changes. So the DTV visa is a digital nomad visa, and it's valid for 5 years. You can stay for 6 months at a time, renew it once inside country. Okay, so you could stay 6 months, renew it inside country, and then you got to go out of the country for 24 hours. Come back in, you get another 6 months, and then you can renew it in country again. So once a year, you need to go out of country for 24 hours. Okay. So its validity is 5 years, 180 days stay per visit, no annual renewals because it's 5 years. Okay. The cost, 10,000 baht. That's under $300.
That's
folks.
cheap.
That is cheap. All right. No re-entry permits required.
Wow.
So you can go in and out of Thailand as much as you want.
Nice.
It's multiple entry. Extendable for an additional 180 days inside country. The renewal fee is 1,900 baht each year.
Less than $60.
Yeah. So, and it's a family-friendly visa. Okay, so which means you can bring your wife, you can bring your kids, and they will be on your DTV visa. Yeah. So great in that respect. Now let's go into the updates for 2025. The updates are as follows. Soft power activities. Eligible to do activities to get the visa includes Muay Thai, which is kickboxing, cooking, and other approved activities. Minimum duration is 6 months for the course. So if you're doing a culinary course, a massage course, scuba diving course even, you can do it. The only thing they've excluded is the Thai language course. So if you want to do the education, no, because it's not an education visa. But if you want to do all the other stuff, you can. Okay. All right. The minimum duration of the course is 6 months. Shorter programs are no longer eligible. So it's got to be minimum 6 months. Language schools are excluded. Expanded Thai e-visa system. Okay. So the expanded e-visa globally. So you can go on Thai e-visa website and apply for it online anywhere, anytime. So you don't have to do it from your home country. If you're in Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, you can apply for it there, Philippines, whatever. No embassy or consulate visit is required. Fantastic. They took that one out of there. You can apply from a neighboring country, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam. No need to return to your home country. So that is great news too. Eligibility requirements. You must be a minimum of 20 years old. So great for those that are retired and under 50. No history of overstaying. So if you've ever overstayed in Thailand, you can't apply for it. All right. 500,000 Thai baht in liquid funds. Okay. So that can be in crypto if you wanted. That can be in US dollars, British pounds, Canadian dollars,
Real
Australian
estate,
dollars,
whatever.
real estate. Yeah. As long as you can show that amount. Required documents are passport and passport size photo, proof of financial assets, remote workers, employment contract, or professional portfolio. So, for example, YouTuber. If you're a YouTuber, you can use that as digital nomad because you'll be paying tax in your home country. You know, YouTube taxes me in America.
Right.
So, yeah, that would count. Soft power activities acceptance letter. So if you're going to do Muay Thai, you're going to do culinary, massage, scuba diving, just get a letter from the course. You can apply online for them of acceptance. Doesn't cost you anything. They'll send it to you, and then you can get the DTV visa and come out here. Yeah. So Sing can even assist with that.
I was going to think, yeah, some of you guys will be able to do this paperwork on your own. There's always individuals that are good at that. For me, I'd get an agent.
Yeah. Now, for your dependents, your wife, your spouse, your kids, your husband, whatever, you need a copy of their birth certificate and marriage certificate. And to how do you apply for it? Well, you go on to Thai e-visa website. Is the name of the website, and the processing time is days. It only takes a few days to maximum of 2 weeks if it's extremely busy. But they're knocking them out now in less than a week. So that is the latest update we have on the DTV visa and what's happening there. Now, we'll move on to the next update we have, folks.
Just give you a heads up. I met a guy yesterday, Jerry,
yes,
who was actually on the DTV, and he, as you said, he says, I says, how long did that take you to get? He says, oh, Brooke, it was like less than 2 weeks.
Yeah,
he had his reply. Now he's from Ocala, Florida. Interesting fellow. I told him I was down in Largo for 20 years, and but I think this visas, Cooper, are ideal for people that they're not looking for full-time retirement here. They're looking for maybe 6 months here, 6 months back home. And boy, I'll tell you, once people like I said to Coop this morning, I said, geez, that's ideal for snowbirds.
Yeah.
We used to go to Florida from Canada thinking this is the best thing. Well, heavens, if they know or find out how good it is here in Thailand, they'll spend the winters here for 6 months and then go back to Canada for about a quarter of the cost. So I think it's ideal, this DTV visa, for, the 6 months people and they want to maintain a residence somewhere else. Or for, hey, if you want to travel the world and you're retired, geez, 6 months in Thailand every year is okay. Have like a home base and then, fly out to other countries and do your traveling. So.
Exactly. So I think it's great for a lot of people, especially people like Herman, is from Denmark. He's got to go home every 6 months to keep up his medical insurance that he gets from the government. And some people have to go home to different countries because they got different rules.
Yep.
That if you're out of the country for more than 6 months, you lose your pension. Things like that. There are strict countries around the world that do it.
Yes.
I've met several people in that, say, I'd love to stay here for a year, but if I do, I lose 40% of my pension. It's like, wow. Yeah. So, I can see the DTV visa benefiting those.
Yep.
And the next piece of news is in regard to marriages and same-sex marriages as well. Thailand's now accepting the same-sex marriage. However, if you want to come to Thailand and get married in Thailand, same-sex, that has not come into. They're not doing it in Chonburi yet. They're
Okay.
gearing up to do it, but they haven't implemented it yet. And so, as of now, because it's still new, they will start accepting people with same gender that wants to get married in March, but it will be tied to foreigners. No updates yet for foreigner to foreigner. So if you're a woman and you have a Thai girlfriend and you want to marry her, or you're a man and you have a Thai boyfriend and you want to marry him, you can do it from next month. But if you're both foreigners, um, they're still working on that.
Yeah.
And I will give you an update if and when it comes out. So those are the updates that we have that are happening in Thailand, in regards to the visas and the marriages and dependent visas. Because if you're same-sex marriage and you come from the West and you're already married, one of you is over 50, you can now put and the other one's under 50, you can now put the other one as your dependent, like you and I have done with our wives, because they're both under 50.
Correct.
So it's easy to do. It's not hard. Singh is the only agent I know in the area that can do it. But it's great that they can at least do it, and they're going to be opening it from next month. If you want to marry your Thai partner out here, you can.
Singh's pretty busy, but I would say let's try and get him on for.
I am, but he is booked up solid right now.
Yeah.
We are trying to do
busy time of the year.
Yeah, fit it
Lost boy, you're a good son, Coop. Loves your mom.
I do. I love my mom real much. A hell of a lot. Lost boy. I would do anything for her. I'm paying for her to fly business class from Arizona to Brazil to Rio de Janeiro, so she can lay down. She's got bad legs. She has a walker. I've hired a wheelchair for the cruise ship, so that'll be in her cabin when we arrive.
Well done.
And all that. I would do anything for my mom, and she knows it. Yeah.
Most of it's. Live and learn with Mike. Good morning, DJ Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene.
And good morning, Mike.
Thank you for sharing the story. Hope someone plan a little bit better and more. Your parents have a great family. This is their legacy, sir.
And thank you, R. Much appreciated, brother.
Greg Smith, sorry about your mom. My mom is 86, still going strong. That's good. And she smoked most of her life.
Yeah, my mom does too. She's a chain smoker. And she's type 2 diabetic, same as me. But she won't get off the Coca-Cola. I try to get her to go to Diet Coke or Coke Zero. I don't like the taste. I don't care if I got diabetes. I'm going to go out my way, enjoying the things I like to eat and drink. So she'll take one metformin tablet at night, for her diabetes. And I'm like, Mom, 500 milligrams at night before you go to bed ain't enough. Your sugar level's way too high. You should be taking it 3 times a day. Oh, I can't. It upsets my stomach. I'll take it once at night, and what can you do? You got to respect, how people want to go out in this world. Yeah. Me, I'm completely sugar free. I don't touch anything with sugar now.
Yeah. No, I try to stay away. Lavulia Johnson. Hi, Cooper. I am Lavulia's wife, and he is trying to convince me to come out to Thailand. How well can we live there with $400K US and 2 Social Security checks at about $3,900? Oh, you live like king and queens.
Wow. That is the perfect amount right there. Well, that's actually double the perfect amount. Brooke and his wife, Jackie, Darlene, and I were able to live comfortably on $2,000 a month. No problem.
US, in my case.
US.
Yours.
So both of you would have an SSI at $3,900. Well, you're going to be living double what most people come out here to retire on. So
you won't be touching your 400K, put it that way.
Yeah, you won't be touching your savings. Yeah. So yeah, you would live very, very good.
I would say, look at renting. You'll get, you can afford with that pension a pretty nice unit, probably beach view if you wanted.
They can stay in the Copacabana, the most expensive one out here on that budget.
Yep.
Yeah. and it would cost you about 25% of your pension, which would be about $1,000 a month, and you'd have a very big one bedroom or
You'd have
two
a,
or a medium sized two bedroom for that price.
oh yeah, you'd have a top of the line.
Yeah.
Denny Hall, Denny Big, I want to be dropped at Mount Nemrut.
Mount Nemrut. Do you know where that is?
No, I never
I
heard
have
of it.
no idea. That's a new mountain on me.
We'll see that happens. Don't worry. Ford Dog, prayers for your family. I'm with you on seeing them strong. That, in my opinion, is how you want to remember them.
Yeah.
Spend time now with them and remember those times. Just my 2 cents.
Yeah, I'd rather have my, remember my dad as strong. I want to remember my mom as strong. My mom has got a wicked sense of humor, guys and girls. She loves to laugh, and she's, born in England. She's a dual citizen, same as me. And so she's American and British. And she is what I call the queen of banter. Oh my God. When me and my mom together, we just cry laughing, all the time. Uh, Fantastic. She can take it and she can give it. She's really, really good.
You'll have fun on that cruise. Murray's House, morning team from a cooler Melbourne.
And thank you, Murray, for coming on and joining us. And Tim P is our newest channel member. Thank you, Tim. And he's got the badge next to his name. Much appreciated, brother. And another new member,
wow,
Philip Hunt. So thank you, Philip. And you get the badge next to your name. Only $2 a month. Not really pocket breaking money, but it does help support the channel.
Yeah.
Pays for our, helps pay for our internet, our electricity, laptops, all that sort of thing.
Patrick McCoy.
Oh, sorry.
Get back there. Patrick McCoy, I hope all turns out well for Coop and the family. Yes.
And thank you, Patrick.
Big Al, there he is. Good day, gents. Sorry for your mom, Coop. She will be in my thoughts flying out of Canada tomorrow from Montreal there, Al is. And will arrive the following night with Mike's Taxi. Yep, good service waiting for us at the airport. Mike's Taxi holds your name up on a sign.
Yeah,
like
as soon as you come through customs into the terminal. Yeah,
they're pretty good. You'll be happy with them.
Yeah.
Option trader, Brooke, at least 3+ years to qualify for citizenship. I think she's talking about, talking about Darlene here. She also qualifies for Social Security if she lives in the USA for 5 years plus and has a green card.
Yeah, well, we're going to file for a green card for her. That's the plan. And as long as we go to the States once every 2 years, she'll keep the green card, and then we can apply for citizenship. So the plan is, get our green card, go to the States for, a couple weeks to visit family and friends, and then come back to Thailand, repeat the process in another 2 years. And then after 3 years of having a green card, we can file, she can take the U.S. citizenship test.
Wow, good.
So
good things. Philip Hunt, on a brighter note, I received my WISE card yesterday. Good.
Be right back.
Another step in my prep for my jumped-in retirement. Pretty well, most people I meet here, guys, I do ask about their WISE, like in the relation of, hey, how do you transfer your money here? Are you getting decent rates? What do you use? And most of the answers are WISE. So it's definitely, look to get it. Now, listen, if you're not even thinking of Thailand for a year or two, get that WISE card, get set up, get it working, you become familiar. You can use that in any country. If you're going to, I used it in the States from Canada. I used it in Canada, I used it in Korea. I've used it in the Philippines. So it works pretty well anywhere. So you don't necessarily, hey, if you're a couple years away, but you're doing some traveling, you got your backup. Yeah. Captain Action, Henry from Tampa. I wouldn't have missed this for the world. Thank you, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene, and everyone in the chat.
And thank you, Captain Action, and thank you for being a channel member.
Yep. Option trader, nursing homes in Thailand are a lot cheaper.
They are a lot cheaper than the West. Oh, yeah.
And I think you could almost stay in your residence and hire your 24-hour care cheaper than you could, and even cheaper than the West, where you'd be in those homes.
Yeah, and to put out a little bit of information, folks, we are going on the still planning on going on the cruise on the 12th of March next month. We fly out of Thailand to go to Rio. So what Darlene and I are going to do, I get my teeth in tomorrow, by the way, folks. Kind of nervous about that, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not too sure how it's going to be to eat. I've been told by people that have had the complete implants, takes about 2 months to get used to eating. We'll see. I don't know. Somebody said to me, yeah, it took about 2 months to get used to biting into an apple.
Whoa.
I was like, really? Okay. But yeah, I get my teeth in tomorrow. But what we're planning on doing is after I get my teeth in, I'll give it a week, try and get my speech back to normal, and then I'll go out and start making some more videos. I'm going to be making some walk and talks. I'm going to be going down to Banks Array and filming some condos that our subscribers are staying in, and interviews with our subscribers that are staying there. And one of our subscribers that is there, her husband, she's looking for assisted living for him.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So I'm not going to put the names out. You'll see it in the video. We're going to try and get a video of a care home, which is down there as well. Not promising. Let's see if they let me do it. But I'm going to approach them to see if they'll let me film it so I can show you what it's like and the cost involved.
Yeah. It'd be good for everyone.
While we're on a cruise ship, you guys will have videos to watch.
Oh, that's good. Doug Paris. Hello, all. Hello, Dougie.
Hello, Doug.
Robert Pierpont. Glad your mom will be okay, Coop. Lost my mom in July last year. She went fast. Was healthy. No medical issues. That can happen, but had a stroke and was gone in minutes. Fast and no pain. I'm thankful for that.
The best way to go.
Yeah.
I've always said I'd like to go fast or on my sleep. One of the two. That's the way I want to go. I don't want to drag it out. I don't want the doctors to say, oh, you got 2 weeks left to live or something like that. You know, no, I don't. I'd rather just go and get it done with. And a shout out to Marshawn who bought us a coffee, says, sending our prayers of healing for your mom, my brother. And thank you, Marshawn. God bless you, brother. Long time no hear.
Bob M. Sorry about your mom. I talked to Mr. Singh about my marriage certificate. I sent him a copy. He's going to go to immigration, see if it's good enough.
Okay. Yeah, he's good. He is very good.
He can't do it. No one can.
Bob, I only recently found out, so I'll give an update. I did say in a live stream a week ago that you need to go to the American Embassy and get it certified. Well, the American Embassy no longer does it. I didn't know that. It's only recently changed, folks, so I apologize. Sometimes I get news late, and that was one of them. So I apologize for that, Bob. As far as I was aware, they were doing it. And they were. It's just something that's recently stopped. That they no longer certify it. So I didn't know.
So who does certify it?
Singh's going to find out.
Oh, okay, he'll find out. Good. Kim P, when I leave Canada, I'm not turning back. When I retired at Jomtien, there's a lot of Canadians here who ain't turning back. And I'm one of them, Timmy. So
yeah, I am. I'm one. I don't want to go back to America. I have no desire to go back. But if it helps starting to get our citizenship, yeah. You know.
Well, definitely, yeah. It's every case is different, but I much prefer living here than even Canada because it's more affordable. There's more to do. The weather to me is ideal, you know, compared to. I don't want to see snow again.
Yeah, I don't want to just see the violent side of America. I really don't. But somebody told me, and if you guys know if this is true, let me know in the comments, folks, because I'm just starting to do my research on it. Somebody said you don't have to go to America, Coop. Just go to American territory. Go to Guam. Spent 2 weeks on Guam. It's a beautiful island. Go there. It's an American territory. It's considered American soil. You don't need to go to America.
Hawaii.
As long as Hawaii is another one. Go there for American state Hawaii. Yeah, Guam is a territory.
Yeah,
you know, go there. Spend 2 weeks there, or spend 2 weeks on a Caribbean island. You know, this one of American territories. They got several out
U.S.
there.
Virgin Islands.
Yeah, Virgin Islands as well. You don't have to go back to mainland America. You can go there.
Oh, that's good to know.
I'm going to check into that. If you guys know if that's the case, let me know in the comments.
All right, I think I know where the DTV visa is going. If this is 180 days and if the tax for expats kicks in at 181 days, this is not a coinky-dink. Seems like they're slowly closing all the loopholes.
I don't think they're going to come in with a tax. I really don't. It's got a lot of expats up in arms. There's been a lot of protests about it, and Thailand has been promoting retirement, but trying to make it easy for people to
Yes.
retire here.
Yes.
And they've got quite a few retirees here now. They risk losing all of them or majority of them if they're going to do a double taxation. You know, the British government, the American government said, no, you're not doing it to our citizens. I don't know about any other governments, but I have been following it closely. And they're saying, no, we're
True.
not going to allow you to do it to our citizens. You signed this agreement with us. So I don't know how they're going to do it. I really don't, because of the dual taxation agreement. They would be in breach of that, and then they'd, I guess, the West would take them to, the courts, the Hague, and fight them in the courts.
I would say this is a lot of FUD. It always has been and always will be. You just have to step back and look at reality. Reality is, and Coop is right, Thailand is looking to promote retirees here. We bring a lot of money. So, 30% of this economy in Thailand is tourism related. So a big part of that is the expats. I've never met anyone yet that has a tax number nor files a Thai tax return in the expat community.
That's retired on a
that's
retirement
retired here.
visa.
Exactly. So as long as you're filing taxes in your home country, as Coop said, we've got dual taxation treaties, eliminating double taxation. So this talk and supposed legislation is strictly going to be geared to Thais, wealthy Thais that are out of country, possibly running businesses out of country. Thailand would like to get a little bit of the kick of the cat, let's say, from those individuals, but you're not going to see anything related to expats. The reason being, well, as mentioned, they want to promote retirees here. You want to drive them out of the country, just start bringing stuff like that in, we'll be walking with our feet. So, yeah, that's not going to happen.
And good news, I just got an update from my sister, Julie, who says my mom will be going through a dialysis treatment tomorrow, and hopefully will go home a few hours afterwards.
Oh, bingo.
So great news there. Great news. Just popped up on my phone. And to go on to what you're saying, Thailand often puts feelers out, ideas, to see what the reaction is going to be. And if they get a lot of backlash, they don't implement the idea or proceed with it.
Sure.
They put out the idea of taxing people, retirees over here, and so forth. And the amount of backlash they got was unbelievable. So there's been no progress on it. They haven't voted on the House floor. They haven't gone to the upper floor. It hasn't reached the prime minister's desk, and it hasn't got royal assent. So they are a hell of a long way from implementing this if they wish to proceed. They're 2 years out at a minimum, because it takes time. The government wheel in Thailand moves very, very slowly. It moves, but it moves very, very slowly. So take it with a pinch of salt. They're not planning on implementing it. It's not even gone to committee stage before it even hits the House floor. That's how low down the totem pole it is. They got a lot of backlash, and I don't think they're going to do it. And governments have even come out and given warnings, said, if you do this, you're in breach of our regulations.
Yeah.
We will hit you with so many trade embargoes, it'll make your head swim.
Much ado about
nothing. So no, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. They would have to renegotiate the dual taxation agreement with over 100 countries, Brooke.
Listen, I believe strongly from my research, tourism is down in Thailand this year. Also, the economy is not booming. Apparently, Thailand's economy is one of the weakest in Southeast Asia. I was just reading this morning where there's a push to have the Bank of Thailand drop their interest rates from 2.25% down to 1%, hoping that it will spur, construction, purchases, loans, things, get the economy back running. But like most countries, the Bank of Thailand is separate from the government, where in their decision making, and the Bank of Thailand's thinking of holding it steady because they're worried about inflation. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
they don't want to hurt tourism either,
No,
Brooke, because tourism in Thailand counts for roughly 26%,
almost 30.
almost 30% of their GDP. They're not going to do anything to hurt that. They're
Correct.
really not. They were just testing the waters to see what the feeling is.
Yeah.
And it upset a lot of people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ray Nathan, if I work remotely and get paid in the USA, is it taxable in Thailand? I would say absolutely not.
No, it's not taxable in Thailand if you're here on a DTV visa.
Yeah.
If you're on a retirement visa, you shouldn't be working at all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Robert Pierpont, Brooke, someone on Reddit showed Misty's tax filings and there is no return of capital reported on it, which kind of sucks because this means all the distribution is taxed. Correct. Because with a return of capital, that is money that's untaxed. You're right on that.
Yeah.
But on the bright side, obviously those would be audited statements. If you're getting that money, they've earned it.
Yes.
The only way you can send money back to shareholders is either from earnings or from your return of your capital. Let's
Correct.
say. So if it's all earnings, well, if you can make an extra $5,000 a month and you got to pay a little bit of tax, that's not so bad.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
it's free money.
Yeah, not making anything. Let's say. Roger Carpenter, hello CBD. I went to the travel show here in Chicago this past weekend. Met a lady that works at the Royal Thai Consulate here in Chicago. I told her I was interested in a retirement visa.
Yeah. Well, love to know what she said.
Yeah. What's Duke doing these days? There he is. DTV process was pretty anal about having the 500,000 baht in the bank. That's about 15 grand. They wouldn't take my statements showing tons of money in stocks and crypto. So I had to deposit up to 20,000 Canadian in the bank before approval. Get an agent and you probably won't have any of those issues.
Yeah, but that 2025 rules that I just spoke about, folks, they come in effect April 1st.
May 1st. DTV, the update.
No, that was something else I haven't touched on yet.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. So you jumped the gun, so I might as well talk about it. And the last and final update is the TM6, which Brooke was thinking on that one. The TM6, which is your landing card to come into Thailand. You used to fill out a white piece of rectangular paper
on the plane. Yeah, I remember that.
You don't do that anymore. They're bringing it in digitally, and it comes into effect from May the 1st of this year. So the 300 baht entry tax into Thailand has been suspended. So they're not going to postpone, shall I say. They're not going to be bringing that in yet. To apply for the landing card, the TM6, everybody's got to do it digitally from May the 1st. Okay, so you're coming into country May the 1st or afterwards, you have to do it digitally online. And when they bring out the website and the details and how to do it, I'll make a video and I'll put it on YouTube for you folks so you can follow that. No problem. And as far as the pre-approval to come to Thailand, like we have in America, the ETSA, and they have the Schengen and all this in Europe. The pre-approval has been postponed right now. They don't want to bring it out at the same time as the TM6. It'll confuse too many people. And so they're going to roll it out later on in the year is the plan.
Yeah. I spoke earlier about Jerry, who I met yesterday, had the DTV visa.
Yeah.
He did do it through Sync. Yeah. So he said it was painless. Obviously, the agent Singh did it. So, and he had the response back in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah. Fantastic.
And it's good for 5 years. So Duke, you take a look at that. Obviously, you're trying to do it yourself. Maybe, hopefully, it's working. But there is ways around, and the agents will be the ones to help you.
And if you're enjoying the information, hit the thumbs up, please. Got 119 people online. Not sure how many likes we got, but please hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't yet hit subscribe, really, it will let you know when we have new videos out, new live streams out. Hit the notification button, hit the all, and you will get updates from YouTube every time we go live.
The more
and
likes,
time
the more Darlene
that we
smiles.
make videos.
Fine,
yeah.
Eh?
So if you think we're doing a good job and we're helping you out, give us a thumbs up. It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny. And so does subscribing, also free.
All right, Ray Nathan, they are still working out the kinks, but I think the out for us is our tax rate seems higher, I think, but I'm guessing.
We are taxed higher in the US than they are in Thailand. So the only out for them to be is if the American government, which I don't think they will agree, that you can choose to get taxed in Thailand on your pension rather than in the US and pay a lower tax rate. I don't think America's going to go for that. Yeah.
Roger Carpenter, she gave me her business card. This is the Thai lady.
Yeah.
And told me to call her. She said that she could help me out with the retirement visa. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, you
made a new friend, Roger.
You can get a retirement visa through the consulate in Chicago. Yes, Roger, you can, but it's going to cost you more. Okay. You got to submit bank statements. You got to do a police background check.
Medical insurance.
Yeah, you have to do medical if you're over a certain age. You have to do medical insurance and all that. Whereas when you get here, all that a requirement they're asking for there does not apply here. You don't have to have anything other than your passport and you're over 50. That's the only requirement. And the medical insurance that they make you take out ain't worth the paper it's written on. Everybody says that it's a waste of money. Me personally, I recommend that you get it when you get here. It's easy. Any agent can get it for you. You don't have to use Singh, even though I recommend him. He's one of the best. You can use anybody.
There's lots of agents.
Lots of agents here. And that way, you bypass all of that. You don't need to do a criminal background check. You don't need to have medical insurance. You can self-insure if you so wish. You don't need to jump through all the red tape that they ask you through the consulates and the embassy, because they're two different retirement visa. The one she will get you is a O visa, and the one we get here is the non-O. So there are two different types of retirement visa, and it's hard to change from an O to a non-O. So I would recommend coming here and doing it and saving yourself money.
Yeah, and listen,
time and hassle too.
If you're like me and you're at an age where you don't want to be involved with all this paperwork, I don't even speak the language, nor do I read it. Heavens, Singh is fluent in both. So, but yeah, if you're at an age similar to me, I don't want to get involved in paperwork, and I can financially afford to pay the fees, which I think are not exorbitant at all. And lastly, with Singh, I maybe talk to him, Coop, once, twice a year.
Yeah.
And he always answers the phone. He's always got the answers. It's not like, hey, you get your money and then the guy forgets you, so that doesn't happen. And I'm sure there's lots of other good agents out there. It's just I chose to work with Singh, and I've been very pleased with them.
Yeah, I did. I use them all the time. And a shout out to Scotty Richmond, bought us 3 copies, says, Coop, I hope your family cruise goes on as planned. So do I. And thank you for another great live stream. Thank you, Scotty. God bless you, brother. And looking forward to seeing you again soon.
Scotty was here for a week, had his checklist. He got it all checked off. He's back in the States, winding things up. And he's coming back full time. Our 500K bot is about 15K US. Yeah, it's about 20 Canadian.
15 US. Yeah,
15 US.
That's correct.
Ray Nathan, tax in US and Thai?
Not going to happen.
Nah, ain't going to happen.
It ain't.
Rabin Sharma, long flight from Dallas, Texas, only 6 days and counting. See you next Monday at Route 66 to pick your brains.
Oh, wow. So he's going to be here by Monday. Yeah, come on out with us, Robin. We'll be at Route 66 Mondays at 11 o'clock.
For their unlimited coffee, which is good.
And great American
and a great
breakfast.
American breakfast. And it's reasonably priced. Richard Woolley, I know it's not Bitcoin night, but I bought it on Sunday for the first time since it seemed to be a good time. Thanks, guys, for all the advice.
And thank you, Richard. Yeah. Buy the dip.
Yeah.
When fear and greed is down at 20, 30, 40, that's the best time to buy.
Yep. I think it's a terrific buy right now. It's on sale. At what's doing these days, the one thing I have really learned about the Thai government, it takes a while for new policies to trickle down and the training for it.
Yeah, just go back. Let's go back a little bit on my channel. I announced early last year that on a live stream that the Thai government was looking to change the 30-day entry stamp to a 60-day entry stamp. And I said, yeah, they're going to be implementing it. They're going to be doing it, and it's going to be great. And everybody was sort of expecting it to come in September, didn't. October, didn't. November, didn't. December, didn't. And it didn't come into force until the new year in January, where you get the 60-day entry stamp. And I was talking about this in May of last year. So it takes a long time for them to implement anything once they set their mind on it. And this dual taxation, I don't think they can get away with it. I really don't. The U.S. and the British government have turned around and said, you're not doing it to our citizens. We won't allow it.
Again, I think you'll find if and what does pass will be directed at Thai citizens.
Yeah.
Not the expat community here.
Yeah.
Tim P. I'm with your mom on this one, Coop. It's Coca-Cola or bust. No Coke Zero here, eh?
Yeah. I got off of Coke and I went to Coke Zero. I didn't like it at first, but after a while it grows on you, and I do like it now.
I like Pepsi Zero, but I haven't found it here.
Yeah, Pepsi Black.
Yeah,
they have it.
Well, it's just not as common. Everywhere you go, a restaurant, Coke Zero, Coke Zero, Coke Zero. So
yeah,
it's kind of what I'm having now.
Go to Burger King. They got it.
What's Duke doing these days? Depends on the person processing the application, I guess. I got a really strict by the book type, so liquid assets and is only cash in their mind. Whole process still only took. Okay, so you got it through in 2 weeks, quick. Just he had a hard noser that was interpretation was a little more rigid than a lot of them.
Yeah. And we got a $5 super chat from Robin Sharma. Thank you, Robin. Much appreciated, brother. $4.99 super chat.
Thank you. How much is Ozempic over there, Cooper? I just got put on it.
Okay. I get a 1 milligram pen that lasts me 2 months. And I think I'm paying 6,000 baht per pen.
$180. US.
180
for 2 months.
2 months. So it's
about
$90
$90 a month. Okay.
But the great thing is I was able to stop all my other diabetic medication, and I was taking, half a dozen different medications. So that was costing me $200 a month, and now I've gone down to 90, and I just have a very fine needle, which you don't even feel when it goes in. Into your stomach. You do it at home, keep it refrigerated always, and once a week, and that's it. Good. And it'll basically it shrinks your stomach in a nutshell. It makes you eat half of what you normally would. I can't eat a full breakfast anymore at Route 66.
No,
I can only eat about half of it. And Darlene's like, you're wasting food. Blame Ozempic. But I've lost 6 kilos.
A lot of people are
so fantastic.
That. Yeah, there's a lot of people on it.
Great for losing weight.
Captain Action gifted 1 Cooper's Thai Adventure membership.
And thank you, Captain. Much appreciated.
That's nice. What's Duke doing these days? Careful with Ozempic. Reports of shrinking organs and messing up your bones in some folks.
Some people have a adverse reaction to any medication there, Duke. I know people that can't take aspirin, and I can take aspirin, no problem, so it all depends. And that's why I recommend that if you want to do something like this, go see a doctor, get the doctor's advice, let them do blood work on you to see if you're eligible to have it. Just don't go out to the pharmacies, drugstores over here and buy it over the counter, which I know you can. I always advise go get a doctor's advice, get the test done. You're going to spend like $50 to get the test done, and it'll see whether it's right for you or not. So
For
that's
me,
my
the less
advice.
drugs you take, the better off you are.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Action, member for 4 months. Wow. Please hit the like button. Make Darlene smile.
Yes, please.
Captain Action, Robin, you're awesome. Doug Paris, 76 Fahrenheit here in South Carolina today.
Not bad.
That's nice.
That's nice. Not
South
bad.
Carolina in February for 76.
Exactly.
Scott Jean from New Zealand. Hi, Cooper and Brooke. And Darlene from Scotty.
And hello, Scotty. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
April C. Congrats on the new teeth tomorrow.
And thank you. I'm kind of nervous about it. I'm kind of nervous about it.
We'll see what
we'll see how it goes. They felt a bit big in my mouth when I tried them on last week. They say it won't be that bad when they put them on because they were sitting on top of the implants rather than
screwed down.
So we'll see how it goes. We'll see.
Smiling Jack. Robert Pierpont, I was just on the Wise site a few days ago, and you can opt in for over 4% interest on what's in your account. Certain currencies only, guys.
Okay.
It's a much less percent for the euro, though, and the pound is in between the US and the euro. Okay, yeah. So I think it was US dollars, euro dollars, and maybe British pounds. I think that's the third one. But yeah, they if you have an idle balance there sitting in your account, and it's you can get actually paid interest on that. So something to think about.
Yep.
Most of us probably wouldn't use that. Harry Campbell. Hello, Cooper, Brooke, Darlene, and Jackie. Just wanted to let you know we're sending prayers and positive energy and lots of hugs your way. Thanks for sharing, Team Campbell.
And thank you, Harry, and you and your family for sending prayers to my dear old mother. Much appreciated. And I'll let her know.
Tim P. Thanks, Brooke. Appreciate the advice on the Wise card in advance and getting used to having it. I have the app, but haven't given it a try yet. Yeah, put a small amount on and transfer it. Just you'll get the hang of it. I'm nervous first time out of our Canadian card system. You'll get quite adapted. The banking here, I think, is easier than back home.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I hardly ever use my card. The only time I use my actual physical Bangkok bank card is to take money out the ATM.
Same here.
That's it. For normal transactions with my Bangkok bank, it's ScanPay.
ScanPay.
It's the best thing since sliced bread. I swear, it really is.
Yep, and they notify you. You see your balance instant. It's real time, guys. I mean, it's instant. And
the moment you hit send, they get a notification the money's in their account.
I was at Macro yesterday, kind of like our Costco back home, and I forget the bill, a couple $1,000 baht. You just hit the scan pay. It's in and out instantly.
Yeah.
Record of it, and it's slick, guys. Man, it's great. Mike, good morning, guys. Last night went to El Gaucho for an amazing ribeye. Definitely not cheap, but well worth it. It's a treat.
You should have gone on Tuesday. The first Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. Oh my God, I get lost for the days of the week. I'm retired. Hey, but half price Tuesday for the first Tuesday of every month. It is expensive. Even at half price, it's expensive. But my God,
it's to die for.
Is it worth it?
So I consider it a treat. Maybe 2, 3, 4 times a year max for me.
And I like those little caramel shots they give you at the end.
Oh yeah,
for free. Yeah, those are good.
So it's definitely worth an experience. Everyone should try it at least once. Make your own decision.
Best steak I've had.
Yeah, same here. And the service is dynamite. They put the little extras on. Like you say, the little shot at the end, like an aperitif. I think they call that. Yeah, definitely worth at least trying once. That is true. You just need the stamp.
Yes.
Richard Woolley.
What happened?
We lost Richard. There he is. Thanks, Captain Action. No problem. Robert Pierpont was in Puerto Rico last month, which is a U.S. territory. There's another one.
Yeah.
And I didn't see any violence at all, but I saw extreme poverty in some areas and very bad roads.
Yeah. South America.
Option trader, spending some time in Guam. Be aware that the hospital and medical facilities in Guam are inferior to the hospitals, doctors, and clinics in Thailand.
Yeah.
It'd be a short visit, though.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Yep. Doug Paris, how do you handle your children, grandkids, etc.? Are they understanding about your foreign retirement?
Yes. My kids are all grown up. I'm a grandparent several times over, folks. My eldest son, Charles, is 33 years old. A year younger than Darling.
Oh.
But no, they're all understanding, and they're, support me 100%, that I'm over here and retired. And, they have plans to come over and visit in the future, Like, yeah. Once, Litland gets into, school full time, when we have the summer vacation, we'll look at flying over and seeing you, Dad.
Yeah.
So great times ahead.
Same with my daughter. She was
Yeah.
very, very, that at my age, I would consider going to Asia, right? And so, yeah, and it's all positive.
And I thank God every day for having, FaceTime.
Oh, sure.
On the iPhones.
Technology's a godsend.
It's great being able to sit and talk to them and the grandkids. Hey, Grandpa.
Yeah,
you
like
got
you're
no
in the next
teeth.
room.
I
Yep.
know.
I found it last point on that topic. It was a lot of friends, coffee meetings, whatever. Oh, why would you want to go to Thailand?
Yeah.
Well, to get rid of this winter, I'm looking out here and seeing snow,
Yeah.
They would laugh, but yeah. Got to be somewhat adventuresome to do what we do. Fred Quinn, hi CBD. Thai retirement rules are a big plus. Malaysia make you buy property that you can't sell for 10 years just to qualify for their retirement visas.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah, well,
never knew that.
Never knew that either, but fine print maybe in Malaysia. Terry Fallon, hello, Cooper and Brooke. Looking forward to your Bang Saray videos. 2027 is our magic number for retirement.
Got a plan. Man with a plan. 2 years out. Not bad.
Get a little more Bitcoin. You may move that up a year or two.
Yeah.
Daniel Hall, Danny Vega, FUD, fix or repair daily. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Fear, uncertainty, and doubt.
Yeah.
That's people who spread FUD are spreading fear, uncertainty, and doubt.
Yeah.
FUD. I had no idea that 30% of their economy was tied to tourism. It is kind of shocking when between 25 and 30%. And that's huge considering the world, like the amount of countries on the planet. I think it's one of the highest, if not. That is major, too major. Meaning too major, a lot is tied to tourism. So if tourism drops, man, the whole economy suffers, right? No, they won't risk rubbing that block of people the wrong way.
No, and I don't think they will, because it would hurt. It would devastate the Thai economy. Almost 30% of their GDP would be a nightmare to lose overnight. It would be a shock to the system. The amount of Thai businesses that rely on tourism and the retirees here will go bankrupt in a matter of weeks. So
every dollar that we bring in and spend here, it's not simply a dollar that the effect is. We eat at a restaurant, we pay that restaurant meal. Well, somebody cooked that meal. Somebody delivered that meal. Somebody went out and bought the groceries to make that meal. That's where that dollar is getting spread throughout the economy. It's called the multiplier effect. So that dollar could circulate 4, 5, 10 times. We don't know. But the more it circulates, the better the economy. So that's, anyways, it's important, guys. They're not going to rock the boat. And it's a great place to be.
111 people watching and 80 likes. So
we can get up there.
We're getting there. Only 20 more needed. So we haven't hit it. We try and get up to 100 likes per live stream.
Smash that like button. Grab a hammer. Scotty Jean, hi guys. Exchange rate is not good at the moment.
It's going up though, Scott, for American dollar. It is. When I saw it yesterday when we went to the mall, it was at 33.75 at TT Money Exchange. So it is going back up to the 34 mark. And I say, in my videos and my live stream, it always goes back up before Songkran.
Okay.
Always does. And Songkran is the month of April. It's a water festival and also Thai New Year. Because they're on a different calendar than what we are. And anyways, they always try and fix the rate to the dollar at the higher end, always by April, because that's when they had the most amount of people from outside Thailand inside Thailand.
Well, the Canadian peso continues to drop. Okay. And just a tip, if you guys out there are able, and I was, so I'm fortunate, to have your assets, your investments denominated in US currency, you are going to be better off in the future. It's still the reserve currency of the planet.
Yeah.
It's still going to be the lesser of all the fiat money evils out there, the least, the last one to say disappear. So definitely see if you can do that. Otherwise, I know in Canadians, I think it cost me 20 cents when I did switch everything over the one time when I retired. And now I get like 43 cents back on that, just from, that's how much our Canadian peso has deteriorated. And it's an indication of poorly run government and budget problems and everything else. So,
but to get the best exchange rate here, Scott, bring the larger bills.
$100 bills,
$50 or $100 bills.
Christine.
You get the best exchange rate.
Yeah.
1, 5, 10s, and 20s, you get the worst exchange rate. They want the higher bills and they want them brand new. So go to your bank, say I want brand new bills. I'm going over to Thailand for a vacation. They won't accept old bills with rips, tears, or any writing on them. So get brand new bills, bring them over here, put them in an envelope, in your bum bag or your purse for the ladies, and fanny pack, if you're in America, we call them, and keep them nice and neat, and you'll get a good exchange rate when you get here.
It's not good all over the world, Scotty. No. Mike, the tax talk, pure saber rattling. That's it. It's its finest. No worries from Riviera Ocean Drive.
Yeah. And he knows he's retired out here too. Mike.
Yep.
Yeah. Just across the road from us.
David Lowe had a great time at Route 66 meetup last
month.
Well, he was there last week.
Yeah. And thank you, David.
Billy Mayfield, great stream, CBD, and wishing you guys the best. I must say that you guys have the best channel on YouTube.
Thank you, Billy.
Isn't that a compliment? Y'all are so down to earth, and I feel like family. Enjoy your day in the land of smiles.
And thank you, Billy. Much appreciated for that.
Everyone here, especially
everybody's welcome.
Yeah, and they're smiling.
Yeah,
they're happy. They're great to meet friends, and channel's done a lot of good. What's Duke doing these days? DTV must be applied outside of Thailand.
Correct.
If there are agents helping to do it for you in your home country, they may be charging a lot.
Well, no, Singh can help you do it. And he can do the online processing for you, get your documents submitted and verified by immigration. So you won't have a problem and the acceptance will go through. So that's where he can step in, and I'll let him explain more on that when he comes on our future live stream. So
matter of getting him,
he's very busy, man.
Stinking rocket. Well, it's high season. That's busy. Stinking rocket landing in BKK 44 days, but who's counting?
Exactly. See you soon.
It's Philip Hunt. As I've said before, thanks again for the channel and all the info. I had already planned to retire to Jump Yen, but this gives me all the confidence.
And you're going to love it.
You're going to love it here, Philip.
And thank you for being a channel member and having that badge next to your name.
Option Trader, Rain Nathan, you are working remotely indoors on a computer out of sight. Get an education visa. Do not ever mention your work to anyone who works for the government. How would they ever know? Correct.
Yeah, that's true.
What's Duke doing these days? God would know.
But I don't think he's going to tell anybody.
He's not going to squeal. David Lowe, Coop, Brooke, Darlene, and CTA crew. Great meetup at Route 66. Always fun, interesting, and informative. Good crew. Thanks for setting it up. Good time.
And thank you, David.
Mondays at about 11.
11 o'clock.
Maybe we'll get there. Valetta's World. I have an online resale business and rent out RV. I was thinking it would be better for my spouse and I to do the DTV, I believe, or DYV over the retirement visa. Less
DTV.
money and 5 years. What do you think? Yeah, that'd be 6 months in, 6 months out. So
yeah, if that's what you want to do, if you want to stay here for the full 5 years, um, yeah, it's
cheaper
you
way to go initially to
well,
see.
yeah,
You can always go to retirement after, oh, I don't want to go back anymore.
yeah,
I want to stay. Then you'd switch to the retirement visa, I'm sure.
yeah.
Not a big issue. And
They're both good visas,
yeah,
DTV and the
I
retirement.
think there will be like there's people like us, hey, we want to live here full time. So that's how best we are able to do it.
Yeah.
There's other people, and I met like Jerry yesterday, 6 months back in Ocala in the States, 6 months here. He plans for 5 years of doing that. He loves that idea. Romeo, he wants to spend 6 months in Canada, 6 months here. There's another one. So there is situations for people. And I, like I said earlier, if you're a snowbird, hey, look at that visa for here. Way better than Florida or Arizona, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What's Duke doing these days? I think you can do the DTV in country. You get 60 days automatically.
No, you can't. They've said that you can't do it inside country, but you can renew it inside country. Initially, it has to be done outside country. It doesn't have to be in your home country. It can be any country
Laos,
in the world.
Cambodia.
Yeah.
So who knows?
If you're already outside your home country, don't worry. You don't have to fly back to your home country to do it. It's done online. So, yeah. At the moment, you can't do it inside country, but I wouldn't be surprised if that changes in the future.
I think agents will have a workaround up and running. What's Duke doing these days? Can't, must be outside town, correct?
Yeah, correct.
But let us world, DTV, sorry, yep. We're both 50. I was thinking this visa would be better for my spouse and I. Yeah, if you're not looking at full-time retirement here, then that's an option. Where you'd go here for 6 months and then somewhere else.
Yeah.
What's Duke doing these days? There were other YouTubers going to neighboring countries just to book appointment with Thai embassy to do the TTV application.
Wow. Yeah, and from April 1st, you'll no longer have to do that because you don't have to go to the embassy or consulate to do it. It'll all be online, digitalized.
Wow.
So a lot easier.
Bingo. Terry Fallon, Coop, can't wait to see your new choppers. 600,000 baht smile.
A lot more than that, Terry. But I'll tell you in the video when I make it. Yeah. It looked really, really funny. And for those that haven't seen, I did get a chance to try them on. And I got Darlene to take a picture of it for me. And I'll just show you what it looks like. It was...
burst out laughing when I seen that one.
Yeah, if I can find it. Yeah, I can't remember how far back it is in the pictures, but yeah, it was a really, really fun. I think Darlene may have sent me a picture of it now. But yeah, it was a very, very funny picture of me with these choppers in my mouth, and yeah, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to getting it finished. Oh, yeah, I got it right here. Here we go. That's how it's going to look.
That's
not
bad.
Yeah, and that was them in there loosely.
Okay.
So when they're screwed down, hopefully they'll look and feel a lot better.
Yep, let's hope.
But wow, they are bright white.
We'll stay positive.
Yeah.
What's Duke doing these days? You are right, sir. Thank you. Not too sure what visa I will come in on. I'm over 50, but I need more income. So, yeah, do the tourist visa. You get 60 days. You're in country. You can kind of get your, feet on the ground, take a look around, see if it's for you. Most people it is, you know. But yeah, then you can decide. What's Duke doing? At Valletta, depends if you meet the requirements. I'm a freelancer and make money from online work outside of Thailand, so it works for me. Consider a long-term visa, 10 years, if you have enough assets. Yeah, there's many visa types.
Yeah, there is. For under 50s, you can get the elite visa, and stay for 5 years, 10 years, and you don't have to worry about doing border runs. And, elite visa's got a lot of advantages too.
Yeah, and it's dropped in price, I believe.
It has. It's coming down.
It's gone up. But Kim P, that's cheap for Ozempic over there. I used to be on it, but no longer type 2 diabetic.
Well done.
I know in Canada it's expensive. Fortunately, I kept my Blue Cross coverage in retirement. Well done. Yep.
Yeah. It is a lot cheaper than America and Canada over here, and it's the exact same product. They get it from the exact same place, you know. So, and it all depends on how much you take per injection. I take 0.5 milligram, which lasts 2 months.
Okay.
If you take 1 milligram, it'll last you half that 1 month.
1 month.
Yeah.
Live and learn with Mike. Exchange rate for American currencies to that bot is bad. Well,
it'll go back up.
Yep. What's Duke doing? Malaysia second home visa requires buying property, but it's worth it since you get a permanent residency, I believe. It's so popular that now they jack the cost. I was initially going to do that over Thailand. Yeah, I've heard people, say Malaysia's okay.
Malaysia is okay, but it's expensive.
Okay.
We went there, and on a cruise and spent the night there, and then flew back the next day. I think we actually, one day we stayed there, 2 days, 1 night, and went to Universal Studios and stuff like that for Darlene, that she never experienced, and it was very, very expensive.
Well, I remember
compared to Thailand.
Donnie was here from Dumaguete.
Mm-hmm.
Had been 5 years there, and I said, you need a medal for 5 years in the Philippines. But he originally was going to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, to retire. And then he realized, oh my God, it's so difficult. It's so expensive to retire there. No, he said Thailand is definitely way better.
Yeah.
So there you go. Doug Paris, I've been checking out flights to Thailand. I'll be there in around 2 months. Hopefully it all goes well. Yeah.
Look forward to meeting you, Doug. Make sure you come along to either Route 66 or one of our meet and greet, or both.
Meet and greets, yeah, they're always fun.
Yeah.
Well, let us world at What's Duke Doing? We want to give it a year before we make a decision on staying.
Yeah. Come over for a short time.
Yeah, you
can get 60-day entry stamp and extend it for another 30 days inside country. Do what we call a border run, and then repeat the process.
Get another 90 days. So
get another 2 months and extend it for another
then
1
you can
month.
Decide.
And then decide what's best for you.
Sure. Sounds good, Valletta. Ray Nathan, how much cash you can bring?
Up to 20,000 US.
Okay.
Legally, you can bring into Thailand. Check with your country and make sure you can leave with that amount.
True.
I did the 20,000. I put 10,000 in Darlene's wallet, 10,000 in mine, and we came through no problem and didn't have to declare it with Thai customs.
Yeah.
So, but make sure you can legally bring it out your country. What I did is I got a bank statement, and then I got the withdrawal slip so I could show it leaving to come to Thailand if requested. Yeah. And I was okay.
You got to figure, live easily on 2,000 a month. So if you're bringing 10, that's like 5 months living. Yeah. You're going to have setup costs. So, maybe drop that back to 3-4 months. So that even 10's plenty. I think I brought in four grand, and shit, I still got some money left of that. That was, initially using that to get set up. But Jack Bree, 2105. I think that's a Canadian. Oh, that's Australian. Sorry. Yeah. To $1 Aussie. Lousy rates. I was getting 25 baht 18 months ago. Yeah. There you go. That's, fiat money.
Exactly.
Tim P. Brooke, our peso, meaning Canadian peso, was up today to 69 cents for the US dollar. My sister has a winter home in Phoenix, probably looking to sell. And down there, it's more like 52. Oh my God. Trudeau has done such a number on this once great country. I'm looking forward to leaving.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah,
we do. Yeah.
And it's funny, just as Canadians, there's a lot of them are coming home early or aren't even going because the exchange is so bad. And if they own property, they're actually looking to sell it because they'll get a better return now with the high US dollar, and they won't have the added expenses, costs, homeowner fees that are just rampant going up down in the States. So
yeah.
Philip Hunt, the Aussie Thai exchange rate is low at the moment, only 22 or less than that, but it will get better after the Aussie election, which is coming up pretty soon. And Thailand is still affordable, although I will put off purchasing any property until the rate is up.
Smart man.
I think you're better to rent here, guys. That's just me. Mark
I
Schaefer.
want to buy.
You do. Yeah, that makes the world go round. Mark Schaefer. Hello, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene. Wishing for a speedy recovery from Mom. Coop.
And thanks, Mark. Much appreciated.
Jack Bree. Philip, 2105 right now.
Yeah.
Yep. Philip Hunt. Thanks, Jack. Terry Fallon, guys, bucket list item attending a meet and greet at Fraser's with you and some of your fellow subscribers.
Well, that's one you'll be able to fulfill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll get a lot of questions answered. You'll make a lot of new friends, get a lot of good tips. And so they're always fun times. And the food's great. So,
yeah, the food is great there. Great camaraderie, and everybody's just enjoying themselves. We're going to be wrapping this up shortly. I got to call Mom and just see how she's doing today.
How many likes are we up to, Coop?
We are at 119 people watching, 93 likes.
We're
we got
almost at
7 more. 7 more.
Pound
Folks.
that
That's all we
like
need.
button. Make Darlene smile.
If you haven't hit the like button, do it right now.
Mark Schaefer. Hey, Cooper, I just broke my front tooth off Saturday. Oh, man. Been there, done that. I'm having a temporary replacement made now. I may be able to come there and have the implant done there for less than having it done here. And I'm assuming you're in the States, Mark.
It's a lot cheaper than
a lot
States.
cheaper.
Oh,
yeah.
heck yeah.
I got to look into stuff like that soon. Ring Nathan, 20,000 cash from US. Yeah, I believe that's the amount. Just to let everyone know, the TSA has new rules changes coming soon. The biggest one is that you need enhanced ID and it must be current. He's talking about the States, the TSA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would an enhanced ID mean?
I don't know.
Passport?
I don't know.
No. Okay.
Digital ID, maybe? Who knows?
Who knows? Tim P. You're correct, Brooke. Her and the husband are meeting with a realtor to sell the house this week. Bingo. You know? Live and earn with Mike. I'm with you, Cooper. Buy some property and build.
That's exactly what I want to do.
And never own it.
No. I'm doing it the right way, folks.
Okay.
So that is the plan to build Coopersville.
Coopersville.
I am going to build it.
I am
going to build it. We're going to buy a plot of land and we're going to build houses on it. So that is the plan here in Thailand going forward. So just a couple more comments and then we got to sign out.
Okay, Captain Action. What a great show from the land of smiles. Ciao for now.
And thank you, Captain Action.
Michael Spink. Any good health insurance without pre-existing condition disclaimers? You're always going to have pre-existing disclaimers, guys.
Yeah.
A lot of them, I think, if you're
some of them require you to do a medical if you're over a certain age.
Yeah, which common makes sense. And I think a lot of them, if you're stable for a year with your pre-existing, there is coverage following the next year.
Yes,
but
like Pacific Cross.
Yeah, McCallum Insurance, great company, great guy to deal with. Check him out. Yeah, I'm sure there's others. Vigster, there's Vigster. Morning, guys. Power's still out at the Jomtien Riviera. Watching you on my phone. Oh. Did not know that.
They're probably servicing the generators if we get here periodically.
Power's fine here. Yeah. And Throckmorton, there's Annie. Hello, everyone. May Mom feel better soon.
And thank you, Ann. And thank you for being a channel member and having the badge next to your name. Much appreciated.
Tim P, great show, folks. Thank you as always.
And thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Timmy. Terry Fallon, thanks, gents.
Thank you, Terry. Much appreciated.
Live and learn with Mike. Good day and enjoy Thailand.
And thank you, Mike.
Our enhanced ID, think of it as a mini passport on this side of the world. Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we do have the American mini passport. It's an ID card that you can use to go to Canada and Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah.
Canada, I don't think we have an ID card yet. Richard Woolley, thanks, guys.
And thank you, Richard, and for being a channel member.
John, there's another channel member. 5 years ago, I had an implant for a front tooth. Cost me $8,500 US.
And that is expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Shit.
You'd be looking at around about 2,000 US here.
Bingo. Yeah, quarter of the cost.
2,000.
There you go.
For a single implant. It's not very expensive, folks. It's a lot cheaper than in the West. And that is the last comment. So we're going to sign off for now.
We made our 100 likes. Here.
Oh, we got to see if we made it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit that like button, guys, right now.
Hit it quick.
We check.
I'm checking, guys.
Did we hit it?
And do an update on the old boob tube. 102.
Yes, 102. We did it
got
again.
it.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Wow, Darlene's smiling from ear to ear. She hasn't stopped smiling.
Going forward, guys, on Saturday, when I come on the live stream, you're not going to see this. You're going to see that picture I showed you. So I will have a full set of teeth. Not sure how it's going to be. People have commented on YouTube, said when you get the teeth, you'll talk with a bad lisp for about a couple of weeks until you get used to having them in. You know, so forgive me if I can't pronounce my words.
I wouldn't miss
on
that
Saturday
for the world.
I'm sure everybody's going to be laughing and joking at me. And go ahead, I enjoy it. You know, I can take the banner all day long. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I get it tomorrow, so I'll have tomorrow and Friday to practice before Saturday's live stream.
I'm definitely tuning in on Saturday.
You'll be here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, let us roll. Thank you both, Darlene.
And thank you.
John, have a great day, and thank you.
And thank you, John. And that is it for today's live stream. We're hopefully going to be out in the next week or two making more videos, folks, once I got the teeth in and I can talk.
Sure.
But I'm not going to film me biting into an apple.
No. All right.
I'll give that a couple months.
Oh, hang on now. Valetta's World. Thank you. What's Duke doing these days?
Okay. And thank you all for coming on. Thank you all for being channel members. Thank you all for hitting the like button. Thank you all for subscribing. It does mean the world to us. We're at 17,400 subscribers. Once you're a subscriber, eligible to join the Facebook group called Coopersthaiadventure Community, we now have 1,800 subscribers from our YouTube channel.
Wow.
On the Facebook group. So you have to be a Facebook, YouTube subscriber to join the Facebook group. Bitcoin is at 97.6, so on sale right now.
On sale, guys. Get it.
So until next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all. Stay tuned.